But we've really been getting after it. We've put a lot of emphasis into the special teams. We want to have guys that believe we can pressure kicks. And I think it's 3 block punts. We had 2 last week. We had 1 that first week and stuff. So our guys have really bought into it. They're going after it. We want to make sure the teams have to understand there's going to be a sense of urgency when they got to kick the football. And then the other thing is we want to have some great returns. We've had a couple great returns to kickoffs. We had 1 punt return for touchdown last week that was called back with a penalty and stuff. So kids have really bought into the special teams for us. That's one of the things we've been talking about, of really learning to finish. At the same time, we weren't greatly disappointed. Part of it was we pulled out some of the starters offensively that are a little bit banged up, that we did not want to get hurt in that game after we were up 28-0. We felt we had the game under control. That's also why we were kind of milking the clock and actually huddling up, for our football team. And defensively, we were playing a lot of the backups when they hit 2 of their big passes. Now, one of the things we were disappointed in was we had a drop ball when it was 28-0 that would have made it 35-0 on a wide open pass down the field. And that's what we said we got to get better at, taking care of those things. I said, then give Adams credit. They did keep fighting back. And when they hit the 2 long bombs against our second group, then when the first team came back in, Dustin Rivas had an interception that they called an interference on. That should have ended the game at that point. Well, then the very next play, the kid throws a 60-some-yard bomb, and they hit it and stuff, and so all of a sudden it became a tighter game. So the game really wasn't as close as what the score indicated, but at the same time, it's important for our guys to learn to finish. Whether it's the first-team guys, second-team guys, we got to have that kind of depth, and we got to have that intensity and that focused intensity for 60 minutes. Our defense continues to get where they're playing better, and I think one of the things that can help is if we can get the lead and we can make teams become a little more one-dimensional, then that certainly will help us as we continue the season. The other side of that stat is our quarterbacks have really done a great job of taking care of the football right now. Their understanding coverage is better, and so one of the things we talk to them about is sometimes understand, minimize the damage. If something is not clean and you're not seeing it right, well then don't throw it up and put it up for grabs. Take care of the football. Let's live to play another down, and good things can happen. We've been winning the field position in the special teams. Our defense is playing well. What we don't want to do is give a game away because we're playing poorly offensively, and we'll just continue to try and be opportunistic in that standpoint, and then take advantage of the big play when it presents itself. But defense is continuing to get better all the time. Well, Chadron's traditionally been a great program, and they're going to be very strong again this year. Even though they're 1-2 right now, 2 of their losses, they're the really good teams. Colorado Mines has been a great football team, and Mines beat them last week. And then you go into the week before, they played a 1AA Idaho State at Idaho State, and darn near beat them. It was a game they came roaring back in the fourth quarter, and the game ended up being 38-34. So they're going to be a very good football team, and I think you can expect to see a traditional Chadron team. They really fly around on defense. Offensively, they come off the football very well. Their quarterback, John McClain, has been a 4-year starter. Very understanding of their system. And even on a run game, there's a lot of run-pass mix built in, and he does a great job with that. So we're going to have to be on top of our game in every phase, offense, defense, and special teams, but people will see a great game.